Hello students, in last class we have completed the male reproductive system. Okay, in today's class we can go with the female reproductive system and another one is reproductive health. Okay, today this is the last class to complete that chapter that is about reproduction in living organisms. Okay, let us go to female reproductive system first. Okay, this is the diagram for female reproductive system. Okay, in female reproductive system, it is the diagram for that is female reproductive system of ovary in females. Okay, usually in males sperms are produced at puberty stage, but whereas in females, okay, the egg cells are produced at the puberty stage, which means that when a girl is said to be born, the girl is going to carry thousands or millions of eggs inside of the ovary, called as egg cells. It is going to carry. Okay, but they are said to be in immature stage. In immature stage, they are going to carry the eggs soon after when they are said to be born only. But when they leads to puberty stage, when they come onto puberty stage, nothing but maturation stage, okay, where menstruation periods are going to occur, that stage is called as puberty stage. Usually at that time, fertilized eggs are said to be formed. How is said to be formed means, in every month from the ovaries, one egg cell is said to be produced. Every month, one egg cell is said to be produced in females. Okay, let us see. This is the diagram which contains the upper region, that is oviduct or fallopian tube. This fallopian tube is mainly responsible for the carry out of egg cells. These are the ovaries. These ovaries are going to produce cells every month. Only one egg cell is said to be produced. That egg cell is said to be carried out by oviduct or fallopian tube, which is going to hold that ovary like this. It is going to hold the ovary. Through that, egg cells are said to be carried out through womb. This is the womb. Okay, through womb, the egg cell is said to be carried out to uterus. Uterus is a lining. It's a bag-like structure, like elongated, like a bag-like structure called as uterus. It is said to be connected through fallopian tube. Through uterus, there will be vagina through which cervix is said to be connected. Which means that the egg cell is said to be carried out through vagina. Exactly at the vagina, the sperm cells during intercourse of male and female, at that time the sperm cell is said to be fusing with that egg cell only during that intercourse. Okay. Here the mainly responsible is uterus. Uterus is going to take down that egg cell from fallopian tube to uterus, from uterus to vagina, through which cervix is said to be formed. When fertilization is going to take place means, when that egg cell, this is an egg cell, where sperm cell is said to be fused, at that time it becomes fertilized. Fertilized means the egg cell is said to be combining with the sperm cell. Now it becomes fertilized, and it is going to form an embryo or zygote. When egg is said to be fertilized, then it is called as embryo, where cell division is going to take place on that embryo cells. Cell cell stage is said to be dividing through mitosis process, and finally zygote will be formed. Zygote will be formed. And there is one query: what happens when the egg is not said to be fertilized? What happens when egg is said to be not fertilized means, okay, if it is fertilized, the embryo will be formed, automatically zygote will be formed. What happens when egg is said to be not fertilized means, if egg is not fertilized, it lives for about only 1 day. If it is not fertilized means it lives only for 1 day, since the ovary releases 1 egg every month. As you know, as I told already, the uterus also prepares itself every month to receive a fertilized egg. See, where the uterus also prepares itself every month to receive a fertilized egg. Thus its lining becomes thick and spongy. This would be required for nourishing the embryo if fertilized head takes place. Now, however, this lining is not needed any longer. So the lining slowly breaks and comes out through the vagina as blood as mucus. See, if egg cell is not said to be fertilized means it lives for only 1 day, and that will be come out through vagina. That will be eliminated through vagina through blood or vagina. Through blood or vagina, the egg cell, when it is not said to be fertilized, it is said to be coming out. This cycle takes place roughly every month, and it is known as menstruation. Menstruation cycle is going to take place in girls, and they lead to puberty every month. It usually lasts for about 2 to 8 days. At that time, it usually lasts at that time. Okay, when menstruation cycle is going to take place, and at that time, in females, there will be loss of blood. Through that blood, the egg cells are said to be coming out. And another one thing, when zygote is said to be formed, okay, when zygote is said to be formed, nothing but it is a fetus or a child. When zygote is said to be formed inside of the mother body, okay, where one special type of tissue which is giving nutrition to that zygote, that is called as placenta. Placenta tissue which gives nutrition to the zygote, as well as it carry out oxygen also. That is the main function. One is nutrition and another one is it gives oxygen. Even zygote also excretes waste products. No? That waste products will be released through placenta along with blood or mucus. In that way, the release of waste products by zygote is going to take place. That is about female reproductive system. Here you have to concentrate on mainly diagram. Next is reproductive health. Here we need to know some sexually transmitted diseases and some methods of reproductive health. There are 3 important methods for reproductive health. First, you have to know what is meant by reproductive health. Okay. Reproductive health is nothing but it is a state of being healthy physically or mentally, okay, in a society. Okay, it is a state of being physically or mentally healthy in our society without any causing diseases, especially through reproductive diseases. That is called as reproductive health. Reproductive in the sense completely about reproductive organs where diseases are said to be causing. Under that, the main disease STD, okay, shortly called as STD, that is sexually transmitted disease. When a person is doing sex without any precautions, the diseases are said to be transmitting from one person to another person. For example, like through bacterial disease or virus disease. Bacteria like gonorrhea and syphilis. It's a the diseases which is causing to reproductive organs. Next is another disease, that is AIDS. Okay, it's a common disease. Now you have heard it is usually caused through, that is, sexually transmitted diseases, which means that these organisms are said to be producing. Next, there are 3 methods to control birth. Okay, one is contraceptive to control birth or to avoid pregnancy in females. These 3 methods should follow. One is contraceptive methods, next is pills method, and another one is surgical method. First one is contraceptive method. What is meant by contraceptive method? It is a physical method where pregnancy is said to be stopped. That is called as mechanical barriers or physical barriers. In males, they use condoms, that is called as through penis. In females, through vaginal covering, they use diaphragm. Why? Because to avoid pregnancy, they are said to be using this one. Next is pills. You have heard in telecommunication and all, they are giving more information about pills, nothing but some type of tablets, where that their function is to hormonal balance change, egg is not released. What they will do is, they are said to be performing where egg is said to be not released, and copper T. It's a tool. It's like T-like structure that will be injected in female vagina. What one? Copper T. Third one is surgical methods. Vasectomy, tubectomy. Vasectomy means vasa difference in males. What they will do means, usually doctors in hospitals, they were going to cut the vasa differences in males. It's a tube, it's a long tube. You have seen in male reproductive system. The tube will be connected and tied. There, no sperms will be released. This is one method. Okay. And tubectomy in females, that is fallopian tubes. Here, fallopian tubes, these tubes will be cutted like this and tied. Where egg is said to be not carried, not released from this tube. That is fallopian tubes. This is said to be done very carefully by doctors. If they did done carefully, means there will be lot of side effects. Even side effects will cause through like pills, copper T, and all these things. This is about reproductive health. You have to concentrate these 3 methods and the diseases, how they are going to transmit it through STD. Okay, hope you all understood. Up to here you have this syllabus for your second periodic test, that is complete chapter, reproduction in living organisms. Okay, hope you all understood. If any doubts, just ask me. Thank you.